So what are the three biggest hurdles? I talked about them. The three biggest hurdles you have to overcome is attention. Obviously, you hop on a train, you try and get in contact with friends. I don't know if it's the stage in my life or not, but even my friends are getting less responsive. And we went to school with them and we hung out and we did loads of stuff. And even now, it'll take them forever to get back to a text message. And that's really good friends. Imagine the people that you haven't got that with. You're not even a blip on their radar. So I used to say the biggest hurdle was trust. It's now attention. How do we get attention? Once we've got attention, we need to engage them. It's not enough to get their attention by putting a spammy piece of content up. Because once I get there, I'm going to hit it and I'm going to bounce off because it didn't help me. I now need to engage them as well. I need to give good, relevant, useful, helpful content very quickly. And then the biggest one, which I talked about in the past, is trust. Trust is something that you need to build up, and you do that by, over time, being consistent and always adding value and, going above and beyond. So we're not alone when it comes to getting this idea of getting the trust and the attention and engagement. Specifically with trust, Google's finding it really hard to know who to trust. There's so much content out there on the web that's what all of these algorithm updates are about. How do they know which websites to serve up? How can they trust that that's not going to send their user somewhere else? If we remember, Google's objective is to give the best and most relevant content because they know if they do that, people will keep coming back. And if they keep coming back, Google can sell ads around the space. So that's the aim of the game for them. Give them really relevant, good, useful content. Get them to the answer to their question in the shortest possible number of clicks. That's what they're doing. But now they're finding it really hard, and that's why these updates are happening. Now this is very new, just February, a few months ago now. This is a very telling tale from Eric Schmidt, and I'll read it word for word because it is so important for where things are going. Within search results, information tied to verified online profiles will be ranked higher than content without such verification, which will result in most users naturally clicking on the top verified results. Here we go. Here's the kicker. The true cost of remaining anonymous, then, might be irrelevance. Even the most fascinating content, if tied to an anonymous profile, simply won't be seen because of its excessively low ranking. That's come out in a book that Eric Schmidt is releasing. And what that basically says is, if you're not an authority, if you haven't built up a following, if you're not an expert, if you don't have that behind you, Google will consider your information irrelevant because it doesn't know who to trust. So that's what these updates and algorithm things are happening. So, I mean, this is still early days. I'm kind of future pacing things for you so we can make sure we're skating to where the puck is going to be and we don't head off down some rabbit hole trying to go, oh, how do we punch out another 1,000 spammy backlinks? We need to think about where things are going. So you need, that's that light bulb moment. You've had it. You need to be a relevant, useful, helpful business. You need to create an online profile, whether it's for you specifically or your business. Your business needs a profile as well. And more than that, and this is really what today's all about, you need to be an authority. You need to be the go-to guy in your space. That's, if you think about industry leaders and experts, they just get so much good stuff that happens to them. It's like they're magnetized. Everything gets infinitely easier once you get past a critical mass. And we'll talk about, well, how do we build ourselves up as an authority quickly? How do we get to that place so we can then start to have some of those effects that Tim was talking about, where people just pick up the phone and say, oh, I feel like I already know you. You know, I want to book you on a... He got paid very well to do that Astra on Life tour. And you will just start attracting money into you by heading down this path. It takes a little bit of work, but it's worth it. So the definition of an authority is the power to influence others, especially because of one's commanding manner or one's recognised knowledge about someone or something. So you want to build up the recognised knowledge about something. Whether it's you or your business, you need to have that information, and then we'll start to magnetise people towards you. You'll get the attention, you'll get engagement, and you'll get trust. Because there are some emails that you probably do open when they come through. If someone continually abuses your email and keeps sending you crap, after time you filter them out, you put them in the spam box, you unsubscribe. But there are a few of you who are still subscribed to my email list because I'm not pitching every single email that I go out. I sit there and I read 10,000, maybe not 10,000, I read a lot of news items every single week, summarise the best and most important ones, and then I email them out each week. I haven't done it in the last couple of weeks because I've been preparing for this workshop, but every week I'll be emailing out what I think is most relevant, and that's useful. That gets people opening my emails. I get so many people who say, oh, you know, I saw that link that you mentioned, or oh, I saw that. And